Hello everyone, here is my recipe that I use on cookies for royal icing. Here is what you'll need: 900 grams of icing sugar, 2/3 of a cup of warm water, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. This here is pavlova magic and you're going to need 5 tablespoons of that. And then you'll also need 1/4 of a cup of glucose or corn syrup and a splash of vanilla. In the bowl I have my cream of tartar and I'm going to add in the pavlova magic. And here's where you're going to learn that I'm an incredibly messy cook and I hate measuring stuff. And that's why this recipe is one of my favorites, because it is really forgiving. Then you want to add your warm water and you're going to whisk all that together until all of the lumps have been removed. And once that's good and mixed, go ahead and put your icing sugar into the bowl of a mixer. If you don't have a kitchen mixer like this, you can definitely use hand beaters. Then go ahead and add in your mixture, and you're going to combine it on a low speed for about 1 minute before the next step. After 1 minute, scrape down the sides to get all of that icing sugar in there. And then you're going to add in your glucose syrup. As you can see, I'm really great at measuring. That's about 1/4 of a cup. And here's where I add in a splash of vanilla too. Now once they're both in there, mix it on low for about 8 minutes. And you can scrape down the sides occasionally if you need to. And then for the final 1 or 2 minutes, I like to mix it really fast. All up your mixing time is going to be about 10 minutes. And then once it's done, it should look a bit like this. This is actually probably a little bit thick. You can thin it out if you need to with some water. Just mix that through with a spoon, or alternatively, if it's too thin, just add in some more icing sugar and mix it through with a spoon. Now this is how I like to fill my piping bags. Instead of getting it all messy on the inside of a piping bag, grab yourself some Glad wrap, roll it up, and then twist the ends together so it's not going anywhere. Then you get yourself your piping bag, put the coupler on the inside and snip off the end, so you've got a nice hole, and your tip's going to attach to the end. Grab your piping bag and that Glad wrapped end is now going to poke out through. And then you can just pull it through the hole and snip off any excess. And then screw on the tip. That way, if you want to reuse the bag, it's not dirty. It makes cleaning up so much easier too. Then just tie off the end nice and tight with a rubber band. I like to get all the air out. Just makes it easier for the icing to come out the end. And lastly, grab yourself a little sewing pin. You can keep that in the end there to stop it drying out. And it also helps to clear it as you're working. Sometimes you'll get little lumps of icing sugar. And now you're ready to ice.